cycle of will be very punishing for the lane.
Yeah, that's huge.
Especially to the second cycle. Let's see, guys. We are now onto the game number 2 of our first series for the first day of the second week of the MBLPH regular season Omega versus Bren Esports.
So Bren Esports is looking like they are still gonna be a lot more comfortable in that early game with obviously Lusty on the top of the group, but they have a lot of control on these lanes. But obviously the level 1 is going to favor a little bit on the side of Omega.
Yeah, that's a little bit faster compared to them. Lots of damage actually from the Hilda, not to mention the planets attack
Yes.
of the Cyclops. That's
Those
why
are
they
some of the best clearing skills that you can get from Omega, which is a good pick.
Yeah.
But again, it's not always about the early game, right?
Yes.
Sometimes you also have to consider what happens in the mid game when these guys have their ultimates.
Yeah.
Like I said, off lane, solo
Off lane Angela. Totally no
it's
problem
back.
for that part.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, if Angela actually did use her hard guard, you can easily respond if you're gonna catch her. Avatar of Guardian is kind of semi-global.
Yeah, that's a great combo.
Yeah.
That can actually work well against each other. So for the meantime, it's gonna be chill for the most part, and I kind of expect this to keep happening, since both of our lineups have some very late game carries.
Ooh, that was close. That was really, really close. Kenji here in critical health. He did receive, I think, that Phantom execution of Kurt Z was almost closer to HGC had that taunt connected from Weibo.
Yeah, that was like
That would be
pixel perfect, almost there, right? So a little bit of a failed attempt, but I don't mind that at all, as we are gonna see another one very, very soon for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like Haji is just waiting for a perfect opportunity, and like I said, that Yu Zhong, oh my god,
Very,
big mistake.
very, very balance.
Very, very, very. Leave that.
Yeah.
Please just ban the Yu Zhong.
The procs on that guy.
It's impossible. I mean,
Able to take
we
down
played
the
it
Uranus.
yesterday, and it did not feel the nerve
Yeah.
at all. So, good luck, guys, for Omega. But they still, again, I like that they're prioritizing the keeping the Yuzhong alive as well here for Omega. This is a good way for them to come back.
Yeah.
If ever they can get into late game,
Yeah.
this thing is this Yuzhong.
Yeah.
This is gonna tear through.
Yeah.
Ready.
And the best part about the user is it will establish pressure that Hayes would need for his Cyclops, to land all those planets attacks freely. Here comes the GZ. Now, focus on the few. Few will be saying goodbye. But the Flicker should be burned onto the last tick. Flicker as well onto Lusty. They get greeted quickly. By the Predator strike. Doesn't matter. No, nice. Back up here by Repo. Repo with a taunt now for Kenji as well. But I think he would have to back out. That's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Omega.
I feel like I'm watching boxing, blow by
Wow,
blow.
wow, yeah.
They are answering each other so fiercely.
Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, bring in the hit.
My gosh,
That was
this
Flicker.
guy.
Yeah, that was just one hit completed. Had it been, it would be a kill for that Lancelot. But still not gonna be enough. The thing about Hilda, the first blow is hurting.
That's right.
But the auto attack of Hilda is a bit slow.
It is, right? You have to use that skill to reset your normal attacks, basically. And somehow, I just feel like, they're just letting those blows go by without too much answers. I feel like the finishing is becoming a big problem for Omega here. They cannot finish off targets very quickly without the help of Haji.
Yeah.
So Haji needs to be in the fight so that they can take full advantage of everything they're doing on
Yes.
the map.
Yes, especially that this is still a link up. You have Angela.
Angelique?
Yeah, this is still a link up. Alright, is that a Predator strike? I'm seeing is still the Uranus. Here, getting punished heavily by Curtsy just in time for the Black Dragon form to back up here for this turtle. Curtsy tries to walk away, still secures the turtle upon the third rose. Repo here with left for dead. He uses the avatar of Guardian, not to really guard someone, but to really walk away. Ace here receives as well the Phantom Execution coming in from Curtsy. And I think that's it. The members of OMG along with Kenji would have to back out.
Dude, did you see that? Carl Deasy was being chased by 4 people,
Yeah.
and he end one into the bush,
Yeah.
and then went for the softest target.
Yeah,
He got a kill.
masterful play. I mean, you can have all the hype for all carries here in MPL,
Yeah,
but Carl Z is a household name in the MPL.
gold medals.
Still the same intensity when he was playing back at the SEA Games, still here at the Season 6.
Yeah.
And still is very young.
Very, very young, and those mechanics and the decision making on this guy is just so on point.
Yeah.
even
got
more advantages coming from Bren esports in terms of map control, right?
Yeah.
Because in economics, they are relatively the same.
God carry. That's good.
Yeah.
This guy is kind of the build currency is very much underrated.
Oh yeah,
And I
for
mean,
sure.
he's a total outlier in the carry role. The one who can actually go up to par with him would be of JP, but that's only with the link.
Yeah, and the very good the synergy between JP, Rapisha,
Rapisha and
and
KLBJ.
KLBJ.
Yes, there's a requirement, but Carlos he can make plays also.
That's true. And we saw that right
Yeah.
there. 4v1. You know what? I'll go ahead and go for the Cyclops. You guys can chase me everywhere I go. I'll outplay with you.
So we're very even in terms of gold kills. Not that much really, but in terms of map pressure, it's clearly established in favor of Bren esports. Even Flapsy here, who's been suffering.
What an aggressive offlaner,
Who's
right?
been suffering against Kurtzy, was able to go for the push here, down for the bottom lane, outer turret. Now, big problem, Kurtzy receives 2 ticks from the Bren airstrike, wasn't able to connect the Dragon Tail even onto that artillery minion. So, lots of pressure.
That's
Still
exactly
for
what
Bren.
you were talking about earlier, right? Just 2 hits can force you back
Yeah.
into your fountain if you don't deal with it very easily, and if you are not farmed up well. And now Bren esports, they're trying to capitalize on that map control advantage they have. And wanna go for a fight?
Yeah, they're going for the fight. Black Dragon form once again. Remember that in this instance, like a deja vu, done here too. By Curtsy with that retribution done. And of course, another one. Curtsy tries to get attack onto Curtsy. Really mix up with the names. Angela also got hugging onto him. The hard guard finishes onto the backline. Flapsy once again goes for the rival haze. Force the flicker out. Flapsy may be punished. Dragon tail onto Curtsy. No more dragon form. And of course, he gets back up there by Curtsy. He is the real Z here and bringing in a heavy P onto the members here of Omega.
Oh my god, so many E's.
Yeah.
So many Z's in this game.
Yeah,
I
man.
know what you meant earlier. So many Z's is going to be a little bit difficult to pronounce, but we are still having
What
a
a
lot of
busy
fun.
game. What a very busy game.
What a Z game. Right, exactly. So I feel like Hajizi's having a hard time in this lane. He's having a hard time navigating to those
Yes.
targets, right?
Yes.
It's not.
Bren, no worries onto the link.
I don't know why. I feel like it's so overwhelming for Hajizi to get into the right targets.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of this gut on catch as well from Rigo.
Carcy is just downright good. Let's see here. Hajizi burns his Blade of Tempest. Now that is going to be a very big loss and big signal here for Bren to be aggressive. Carcy here able to get a tag onto that Cyclone Eye. Uses the Puncture just to get a tag as well onto Kenji. Onto the Black Dragon form. Goes for a few. Fly away. This dragon chasing down that bird. It doesn't matter. He is back to his semi-dragon form and he gets greeted by the Thorn Rose. Also with a better air strike. Flapsy into the front line. Then everyone will just take their separations in the mid lane.
Overall, I feel like it is an uphill climb right now for Omega. They are trying to climb into that mid game, that late game, where Hajizi and Kurtizi are going to be so strong.
Yeah.
But Bren Esports, they're kicking the ladder. They are destroying everything that Omega's trying to hold on.
Yeah, like a ladder match in WWE when they're about to
Get the money in
grab
the bank.
money in the bank.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple, you just kick the ladder.
That's what they're
So
doing.
it's really funny when you watch it.
I know, right?
It's really funny.
It's such a fun
Oh,
back
yeah.
to back.
There's the glorious moment of
Almost
getting
there.
the money in the bank
You
and
get
somebody kicks the ladder.
Yep.
There's that. Ladies and gentlemen, 3K on the gold lead here of Bren. But again, guys, in terms of gold, I would dare say, well, now it's 5K. It's now much. But really, it's about the map.
The
It's the map control. It's the pressure here by Bren. This one's in the back. Now, what you'd want to observe here is how do we close it out? The Lord will may push the top, may push the mid. So that's why now Bren is allocating this bottom lane pressure so that there's enough minion wave stack onto the top lane side the moment that the Lord pops up.
So wave control is what
Wave
they're trying to
control,
go for,
yes,
right? And the pushes are going to go in at the same time, so Omega will need to decide where they want to defend.
Yes, yes. And again, Lord, it's not just the Lord, but with a lot of minions, there will be a very big problem here for the Omega. OMG indeed. Flapsy here gets hugged by Kurtzy along with the dog coming in from last team.
Wow, absolutely. Now it's becoming so much harder for Omega to actually defend this.
Oh my god! Kurtzy here with explosive play. Now he gets tagged there by the Black Dragon form, but Puncture still available and all of that. Why? Just to beat out the members of Omega onto the brother. Did you?
He flickered, right? He did. He just did. Yeah, it's on cooldown. I don't know. I don't know, but they don't care. People with the zoning grabs are gorgeous.
Yeah, mysterious place, ladies and gentlemen, coming in from Bren esports. You got
Okay,
Hayes
okay.
here getting clipped along with girls. It doesn't matter. You can actually see how much pain is delivered against Omega.
Maybe what Bren Esports saying, you know what? Flicker away from you. We don't care.
Yeah.
We're winning anyway.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and clean this up.
Yeah.
Like what they're doing right now on the top lane push
At least the skill will go on cooldown maybe just so
for the last push.
at that points, you know.
I don't know, style points.
Utility.
Something. I don't know. It's
So
a
that you
stat
can say that you use the flicker
for the whole game.
For the whole game,
Oh.
classic combo. But Kurtzim did miss his Phantom execution. There is an up minion wave now entering the base. Also the bottom lane tries to destroy
Lucky
this inhibitor. And now we get the members here of Bren Esports of finally knocking down the final door in the base of Omega.
That's a very empty base there for Omega. And now Bren Esports,
They know.
despite a very low kill deficit,
yeah.
they have macroed their way into a
Yes,
10k
yes.
gold lead.
Yes, that's the exact term. They did macro their way into the 10k gold lead. That, you know, the fights are explosive. The fights are really explosive. But I kind of feel that Bren is not really after winning fights, but actually after establishing pressure.
Exactly. The
No.
pressure on the lanes and removing the towers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? They don't care about winning the team fights. They just want to make sure they can push.
Oh, look at this, look at this. Will the drive-by be completed?
You remember?
Yeah,
this
the
story.
BSB versus Aura match where actually Drinks just drive by that Lord, you know,
steal with the link.
with an easy retribution. Here comes the Angela riding onto the Black Dragon form. Didn't hit not much and no problem as well. A quick deletion are coming in from Curtsy, and Curtsy here will be brought to the D by Curtsy, and another member will be saying bye, and I think that's it. How about that?
Huh?
Triple kill for Curtsy. Bren Esports closes out this
Oh.
series in a very dominating fashion. 2-0 against Omega PH.
Man, what a